The Manitoba Korean-Canadian Heritage Language School recently hosted an unforgettable K-Culture festival, coupled with the commemoration of their 50th anniversary. The event captivated attendees with a vibrant showcase of Korean traditions and modern delights, emphasizing the importance of multiculturalism. The festival aimed to promote and celebrate the unique facets of Korean culture. Attendees from diverse backgrounds were invited to join in the festivities, fostering an environment of mutual appreciation and learning.
I think we had a great success, and the turnout rate was very good. In terms of getting together, we haven't done this so long due to COVID lockdown, right? So, and even in the Korean community, like Korean society, they couldn't do a lot of events like this. So for us to have this kind of event with the students and the parents, not only the Korean community, like people from Korean community, but also people from all over, other communities and ethnic groups, that means a lot. And that's a Korean humility, in the Korean culture, we don't brag, we don't show off. That's just like the way we were, educated. But I know in the Canadian culture, you want to, talk about how much you accomplished, right? So anyway, all the credit goes to the executive members of the Korean school and the teachers. I believe this event definitely bring everyone together, gave them a sense of pride and belongings. We usually hold a K-Cultural, festival once a year. For this type of big event, I would say every 5 years to celebrate the school's anniversary. So this year it was 50th anniversary, and that's why we have all these performances to celebrate the Korean culture and Korean schools success for 50 years. 50 years is a big time, and as the founder said, Manitoba Korean School was the first ever Korean school in Canada as a whole. Yes, so we are very proud of being the first Korean school ever in Canada, and that's how we all study, right? So this kind of event brought up, bring everybody together and gave them sense of belongings and identity. They will contribute a lot to the diversity in the society, in Canadian culture too. Yes, I serve the Manitoba Korean School as the chairperson of the board members, board of the directors. I do this so that my own kids, I have 2 daughters, know Korean and Korean culture and have deeper understanding in me and have more connections with me, because they are Korean, but at the same time they're Canadian, right? We speak English at home, and my husband is a Winnipeg born raised Canadian. So personally, I put a lot of time and effort in teaching them and showing them Korean culture, and I'm very glad that this whole event will give them a lifelong lasting memory because they are old enough now, right? So for personal level, that's my motive and drive. I do this for my own kids so that they can live here as a Korean and as a Canadian. It is mosaic, isn't it, right? So we will be part of their culture and Canadian culture too. So if they maintain the Korean part of it as Canadian, it will contribute really a lot to the diversity of Canada. Like one layer, instead of one layer of language and culture, having a multiple layers, that's beneficial, right? Definitely an asset for the future generations. Some young people always come into Manitoba to emigrate. Unfortunately, it is for the permanent residentship, right? Because it takes shorter if you're in Manitoba to get the PR status. Once they get PR, they tend to leave. A lot of people tend to leave Manitoba for bigger provinces. But there are always newcomers, new immigrants coming in. So I think we have always some steady numbers as a whole, even though I don't know exactly how many Koreans here in Winnipeg. Very weak, very poor with the numbers.
Well, this is my second year on the Korean Culture Day. It happens that we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Korean school today. My capacity as today is just to volunteer and help out. My booth is set up to do some origami, some paper folding to fold some traditional Korean clothes. And also we have traditional Korean clothes for people to wear. Well, some kids are folding it right now. It's really fun. They're really excited to fold some paper hanbok, which is the traditional clothes. And some people are already taking photos. They really like it. Yeah. One of my favorite performances is the performance called Samonori, where they have the drums and the cymbals. That's always really exciting because it always draws a lot of attention from the crowd, and it's just a lot of energy, and it's just really fun to watch. Our principal and our teachers and all of it, they put a lot of hard work into putting this together. It's not easy, right? So a lot of them have full-time jobs, but yet they still dedicate their time to do this, to promote the Korean culture, to promote the Korean language. So thank you so much for the effort that they put in.
So today I am helping people dressed in the traditional clothes hanbok. It's like a 2-piece, 3-piece sometimes traditional outfit. And yeah, that's what I'm here for today. I volunteered last year and a few years ago, but this is my first time doing hanbok. No one really had a chance to dress in hanbok. Like, we don't have a store here or anything, so it's usually like online or family friends. If you're not Korean, you don't really get a chance to, or if you are Korean, if you're here in Winnipeg, I should say, you don't really get a chance to try it. So I got some good feedback. People really enjoyed it and thanked me for their time. I get to meet various people whichever booth I'm at. So at the hanbok, I met a lot of diverse people. I really enjoy watching all the kids run around and have some fun. There's games and toys. People trying different foods as well. Watching their reactions is pretty funny. I got here at quarter to 9, and there were people already here. So I guess thank you for all the volunteers for coming super early on a Saturday, setting up and being here throughout the whole day.
Bring your kids to Manitoba Korean School. This is the perfect place to teach them Korean culture and Korean language. If you can't teach your kid, like me, this is the perfect place to go. And if your kids are middle school kids or high school kids, send them here as a volunteer. It'll give them sense of pride and accomplishment, and they will be a perfect role model for the future younger generations.
This episode was edited and produced by Yuliia Kovalenko. With You Multicultural, I'm Ryan Funk.